teachers and staff members preparing for a new year, Peoria Public School Superintendent discusses the district's priorities. Then breaking the stigma around breastfeeding, where current and expectant mothers can go for support. Good evening, I'm Breanna Rittman. Thank you for joining us, especially those watching live on WMBD+. We start in Woodford County, where a Washington man who coached girls travel softball is facing multiple felony charges involving a minor. A judge ruled 45-year-old Jason Rockhold will remain behind bars as the criminal case against him moves forward. Court records allege the longtime travel softball coach groomed and sexually abused a minor over a period of several years. We want to warn you, some may find the contents of this story disturbing. Rockhold is charged with criminal sexual assault, aggravated criminal sexual abuse, grooming, and possession of child sexual abuse material. Rockhold is known in the local softball community as the head coach and manager of a girls' travel softball team. Following his arrest, the U.S. Center for Safe Sport issued a temporary suspension, barring him from participating in sanctioned sports while the case is pending. Rockhold remains in the Woodford County Jail and is scheduled to return to court later this week. You can read more about this over on our website, ciproud.com. And in a developing story, a mulch fire in South Peoria causing other agencies to help extinguish the flames. The fire occurred around 7:45 this morning near the corner of Clark and Darth Streets. Due to the lack of nearby fire hydrants, the 182nd Airlift Wing brought a tanker truck to help bring water into the area. The Peoria Fire Department used a drone to provide an aerial view. Gemax, a local contracting and landscaping company, helped with moving mulch piles and exposed hidden hot spots. No one was injured and the cause of the fire remains under investigation. From our Capitol newsroom now, school begins for Central Illinois students over the course of the next couple of weeks. That means back to school shopping is starting to weigh on parents' minds and wallets. But the state is offering some relief at the register. Our sister station WGN's Jeremy Ross has the details on the effort.
The costs are real, and with an already high tax burden, I know I speak on behalf of all our residents and the parents throughout the state of Illinois when I officially say thank you, Governor, for finding a way to provide some relief for our taxpayers.
The excitement of a new school year is tempered by the rising costs to prepare for it. At Palatine's Lakeshore Learning Store, Governor J.B. Pritzker shares Illinois' back-to-school sales tax holiday. It cuts the state portion of tax you pay by about 5% for school shopping beginning Friday, August 7th through Sunday, August 16th. The result is it'll cost a little less when you're shopping at stores, but you may also get some sticker shock when perusing prices. According to research group Century Foundation, the prices for things like supplies are up about 8% from just a year ago. Other experts are seeing some items 11% up. NerdWallet estimating that the average cost of back-to-school shopping per student will be more than $600, and that includes things like school supplies and clothing. If you purchase that amount during the tax holiday, you'd save about $30. While it's not exactly a family-size windfall, households will take whatever discounts the shopping season shares.
Surveys show nearly half of parents expect to take on debt or cut back on household essentials just to afford back-to-school shopping.
That was Jeremy Ross reporting, and here's some news you can use. August is National Breastfeeding Month, and this week is World Breastfeeding Week, raising awareness and reducing the stigma of breastfeeding. In the Twin Cities, the Bloomington Normal Birth Center is helping the public understand breastfeeding is a public health initiative. They believe in supporting pregnant people who want to breastfeed, as well as providing options for those who have trouble breastfeeding. The birthing center staff hopes with more conversation about breastfeeding, there will be less stigma and more support for whatever feeding choice a mother chooses.
It's all about support. And I think people should be offered support no matter what their feeding choice is. That's one thing that we really do value here in the lactation world. I can help families with their breastfeeding goals. I can help them if breastfeeding doesn't work as well for them, but I can help them through whatever their choices are.
The Birth Center can help mothers before and after birth come up with a feeding plan that is best for them and their baby. And new tonight, a new place to get your lunch in Pekin. Local leaders celebrating a new cafe inside a hospital. The North Star Cafe was designed to be a quick coffee or lunch grab for nurses, doctors, and patients But don't worry, it's also open to the public. It also offers different types of food and drinks like scones, pizzas, and a lemonade celebrating the Pekin Dragons. Tony Howard, the Vice President of Support Services, says he hopes this will be a place for the people of Pekin to gather together.
One of the nice things of it is our employees definitely can take access to it because we have coffees, frappuccinos, all those, fancy coffee drinks. Also, our patients and family members can enjoy this as well. But also, we're hoping the public actually can come, and stop in for lunch or stop in the morning and get something for breakfast and get a coffee.
He says the cafe will be using locally sourced ingredients, and this step is part of their commitment to grow Pekin. In the Twin Cities, the city of Bloomington partnered with the Mid-Illinois Realtors Association, hosted an event aimed to gain insight from the community on vacant properties in the city. The event included face painting, balloon animals, and Kona ice for the kids to enjoy. Parents and other community members spoke with city officials and consultants about housing. Bloomington Fire and Police departments were also there to speak to the community. City officials hope the event will give them ideas on how to improve vacant housing within the city.
This will provide the consultants with ground level feedback. We plan with people, not for people. So this is a good opportunity for people to share their thoughts on the neighborhood conditions they have that we're targeting and vacant and abandoned properties that are within them.
The feedback received will allow the city to target specific areas that the community feels needs improvement. And staying in the Twin Cities, the Back to School Alliance, along with Unit 5 and District 87 school districts, are filling backpacks to ensure their students have what they need for the first day of school. For the past few weeks, the Alliance has put out collection boxes to gather school supplies for the kids. Now they are working on organizing it all and stuffing backpacks full of supplies for the students. The backpacks will all include notebooks, writing utensils, markers, and more. One of the organizers of the event says the kids will be thrilled when they get these backpacks.
It's abundant joy. I mean, they are so thrilled to get them, and they're yelling and cheering. We always say it's great. That beginning of school day is, the favorite day of the year for teachers and students alike. It's a fresh start. It's building community. It's good stuff.
Now, the Alliance still needs more supplies to stuff all the backpacks they need. Donations, whether monetary or supplies, can be dropped off at the Midwest Food Bank in Normal. And with students returning to class Wednesday, Peoria Public Schools is welcoming teachers back for the start of a new school year. WMBD's Jack Bozikis reports on how district leaders say they're building relationships that will prepare students for success.
Hundreds of teachers and staff gathered Monday morning at the Peoria Public Schools Dome for the district's annual convocation. The event welcomed educators back from summer break and outlined the district's priorities before students return to classrooms this week.
I'm so excited. We've got the best kindergarten team at Franklin Primary. They're the best team ever to work with, and I'm so excited for the new year and the new kindergarten batch of kids.
Superintendent Dr. Jerry Bell says this school year is about more than academics. He wants teachers to build strong relationships with students and their families from day one.
Making it personable, getting to know their students and their families, not just by their names, but by their circumstances. What's truly going on in their lives, making those connections. That's what today is all about.
Dr. Bell says those relationships will help support the district's goals of boosting attendance, getting families engaged, and literacy.
It's all about literacy, both reading literacy, math literacy, financial literacy. Those are my focus, as well as student attendance, ensuring that we get our chronic absenteeism rate down to at least measurable levels with the state. So those are the priorities I have, and of course more community and family engagement opportunities as well.
The first day of school for Peoria Public Schools students is Wednesday, August 5th. In Peoria, Jack Bozikis, WMBD News.
And temperatures today topping out just a little bit below average. Here's a look at our almanac. We hit a high of 84 following a low of 62. We need more rainfall, especially here in Peoria, but most of the state's doing okay. More's on the way anyway. We'll have your full forecast coming up next.